was interesting. Hockey took the corner for himself, and Buddy paid dividends.
Yeah, he just found a little tiny hole in the defense here. An awkward challenge from Claven. He was using the undercarriage of his car to kind of push it through, and it popped out to Buddy. Slots it on the right side, and Northwood finally break through. Took them 5 shots. They get through on the 5th, and Michigan's still with no shots here in this game.
I feel like you tend to see this when you have a matchup where you have the expectation. Hang on a second. The expectation that Flamadiddle, he got demoed. Cleveland by a little bit of time, and if that play wasn't a summation of Michigan's attempts, I don't know if you can find a better play.
It was a good attempt too. Michigan finally registering a shot. Here comes Buddy. He's got Pirates in front of him. Claven read the play all the way. And now Michigan trying to fight their way out of their own end. And it's just awkward. Northwood constantly throwing bodies. That's a big whiff from Pirates, but Hockey bails him out. Here comes Buddy. It's going to be an awkward angle as it is cleared away, but only as far as Pirates. Getting a little dicey here for Michigan as Northwood waiting for the mistakes to come through. Buddy up here by himself as it is cleared away. Downfield, no boost here as Claven couldn't play it across, and Pirates will throw it back downfield.
That's a tough one for Michigan. I feel like they could have got something set up there. They were able to catch Northwood out, but then they couldn't get back to the ball in time. Now just kind of hopping up in front of their own net. Hockey sets up Pirates. Quad can get there in time for the 50, but they need more than that. They got to get down the pitch. Flame-a-diddle again. 150 against Hockey, and Hockey wins 2 massive ones. Flex your guns! 2-0.
What do you got to say for this one? I mean, bang, quality challenge, and he just kept going. He didn't even land into that second one, but it was just taken so poorly there from Quap straight into the way Hockey was going into it. Kind of those opposite forces will kind of pop it out in the same direction. It has momentum, and Northwood up 2-0, almost 3-0 here. Surely another one will drop. Hockey will put it away, and Northwood in the end will come out on top. But Dorby, we were talking about this one much closer for Michigan.
Yeah, and you know, when I look at Michigan against Northwood, it's like you see that the team has the right ideas on defense. They know exactly where to push the ball, either trap it to the corner, and then line yourself up for a hard clear. But then the ideas die after that. And while they were able to punch through the midfield line with hard clears, they weren't actually ever able to get set up. They had starved Northwood of boost. They had cleared the ball past the midfield line. They had won some favorable 50s, but they never actually got set up. They were playing scared. And I don't think they should have. This could have went completely differently had there been a little more confidence on the offensive half of the field. But Michigan were content to just stay in the orange half. Credit to Northwood with how they've been playing.
And granted, I don't think that's what Michigan wanted to do. They were kind of forced into these tough situations from Northwood, who had quality touch after receiving the clear from Michigan. So more of the same for Michigan, but it was better in this game. You know, I think they had more opportunities in this game than they did in the other, even though they've had one shot in both games. So for Michigan, I think this game 3 will go better for them. And again, it stayed close for a lot of that game. It just kind of got blown out at the end. It was still quite close for Michigan. Granted, they felt a lot of pressure, but the score stayed close. That Michigan could probably eke out a win here in this series with some counter-attacking plays if Northwood get a little lackadaisical.
They can catch them out on a few transitions, maybe some physical play, whatever the situation in front of you presents. Michigan have to take advantage of it. This is it for this series. Hockey will play this back over to the corner. Give himself a little bit of space. Flamadiddle couldn't find him. And Northwood will set up shop in the orange half. But Pirates actually misses the ball here. They give Claven a corner boost and a little bit of time to think. Flamadiddle on the 50. Pirates wants to clear out. He's going to get it. Quap in a tough spot, but he made the grab. He's got to do it again because here comes the shot. And Buddy punishes.
What can you do if you're Quap there? That was great effort to try and stop this one from going in. And unfortunate that it actually got the bounce down. Really anything else was good for him there. If it came out off the back wall, it would have bought him enough time to at least land and then play the next shot in front of him. But unfortunately, coming off that edge really hurt him there. But he was in a tough spot either way.
Buddy, another catch. couldn't stay close enough to it. Pirates next up. Pops it by one defender. Northwood, they get set up like they did in game 1. Michigan may never leave their half. A demo gives Buddy the hard kick off the back wall. Clavin will get the touch, but again, hockey's there. There's always a fail, man. Ready to take over if Northwood lose a 50, and it looks a little scary whenever Michigan are trying to clear their way out. I don't know if they're helping or hurting each other there. Finally, Clavin forces his way through.
It feels like Michigan feels that Northwood is playing faster than they are. They're panicked when Northwood aren't even there.
Yeah.
And you're seeing whiffs, you're seeing miscues, miscommunication, you're seeing disorganization. I mean, all the words you want to use, they all add up to the same thing. It's just Michigan falling apart on defense. But then when they get down on offense, they seem a lot better. It's just, like, they get super panicked, it looks like, on defensive third.
It feels like whenever they see Northwood have the ball, like, okay, he's going to possess it, he's going to carry it. Everybody just goes back. They're like, I'm just going to play the receiver and try to catch it. Look at that from Pirates. Pre-jumped it, nailed it. Take it home, clip it.
And, you know, I don't want to be overly critical of Michigan because I think Northwood is just, I mean, they're going to crush out most teams that they play. Again, it's not a Michigan thing. It's a most other teams that aren't Northwood thing.
It's a Northwood
well, I just mean any other team is going to have trouble with this squad. And so,
exactly.
Again, it's not a Michigan-specific thing. But I do think that Michigan have opportunities downfield if they were hold on to possession here. That's a good demo from Quap, but unfortunately not too far back to make the difference on offense, and everyone getting involved there for Michigan to clear this one out.
Clavin, another good 50. There are definitely flashes where Michigan almost pull it out. Another 50 in midfield. There's another potential setup, but they were forced to dump the ball downfield. And Pirates is open. They tried for the pitch. Yeah, almost got it. Flamadiddle, it gave it up, and Pirates will put it in. With 2:15 left to go, Northwood up by 3.
I like the pinch idea there, and actually it really threw off the defense. It went in such an awkward spot. Quap still falling down from that challenge in the corner. It was so awkward for him. Fortunately, couldn't make the play on it. 3-0 is your score line for Northwood, or in favor of Northwood. 2 minutes to play, or just over it. And Michigan trying to break through here. Been held scoreless. You know, Dad said that he expects a lot of shutouts. Well, they're getting in. That's a great shot from Hockey. Even Clavin said nice shot to him. As a 4-0 scoreline opens up for Northwood.
I love that fake from Pirates. He hits the brakes right before he goes to touch that ball, and it forced a mistouch out of the defender. Put it right into Buddy to set up Hockey for that. Full team effort there from Northwood. That's what makes them so tough to crack. Those little cues. There's such. The team has such synergy.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of them are teammates, so.
I mean,
2 of them
you
are
know
teammates
what I'm
outside.
talking about.
I really hope they do, as that's another quality shot from Buddy, and then no, I'm just poking fun. But I do think, you know, this Northwood squad, as opposed to the other one, certainly looks really strong, as they both look strong. And Buddy showing why. A good little tap there and down. And for Michigan, a 5-0 scoreline is brutal for them. And you thought maybe this third game they improved once more, but I think things really falling apart for them now. As you know, maybe that's credit over to Northwood, who have really done a good job on offense here in this game, just finally putting things away.
There it is.
That's a good shot. That's the first one of the series for Michigan, as they finally put one in the back of the net.
They were a minute 30 from being shut out in the match, but that's a nice shot from Flamadiddle. And a demo from Clavin, just to be sure that it wouldn't be saved. An excellent job, but maybe too little, too late for Michigan. They got 2 shots on net. Clearly that's what they were doing better last time. Well, they had 1 shot in each of the other games. They only needed 1 more to score a goal, but the 6 goes to Northwood.
And we got goal. 6-1 now, a minute and 30 seconds left. And look, Michigan, they finally broke through. And, you know, Clavin, he's got that reputation of going for those demos. He's been in the league a few seasons now. Players hate playing against him because he likes getting demos. Getting a taste of his own medicine right there. But paid off. At least the offense got going for a second, for a moment there for Oh, hold on, another one now for Clavin as he pokes it through. Michigan coming alive late. They've got a 4-goal deficit, but they are finding the back of the net.
That's how the cat engine works right there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, the screaming cat rolling around the pitch. That's Clavin. He's got the goofiest looking car on the pitch. There's no one else that's got the cat engine noise equipped. Not Northwood. Just trying to go for a little bit of style. You saw Pirates got up there for a preach. And they'll start, Northwood will start to do that once they know they have the match in hand. It just starts to become a free play session for them after a little while. And I think we're going to be seeing Northwood in free play a lot this season, Corelli. Something tells me. Both Northwood teams, for that matter.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see who can rise up outside of, you know, the other Northwood squad against this Northwood squad.
Yeah, anyone other than Northwood.
You know, some might say Bay State could, St. Clair could. You know, there's a lot of teams, or a couple teams in here that, you know, you look at and say, well, maybe they have a chance against Northwood. They certainly look to be the team to beat at the moment. Clavin's going to get another one for Michigan with 18 seconds late, like you said, maybe too little too late, but it's good for Michigan here to finally get going. This is a very tough first, or at least on stream match for Michigan, and I'm happy to see them play it out here. They've kept it close in a lot of these games against Northwood. The scoreline. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I don't think that this is, like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Michigan contending for, you know, a top Eastern Conference spot. I don't think it's going to be a fair, this is a fair judgment of their
definitely
play,
not.
because I think there are really good sequences from them we saw against Northwood that had me actually feeling pretty optimistic about Michigan's future this season. But Northwood will make most teams look like they did.
I do agree. I think this is not, if this is your first time seeing Michigan, not a good representation of what Michigan can do, only because of the competition in front of them. Michigan's actually quite a good team here in CRL. Just Northwood so far above them as they are with most teams here in this conference. So Northwood, yeah, asserting dominance here. Northwood Blue asserting dominance here as Buddy with the hat trick in the final game. And boy, they look strong, Jorby. That's as simple as that. Northwood looking very, very strong so far.
One thing even the game scorers won't be able to tell you is that 2 of those games, they held Michigan to 1 shot on net, which is pretty hard to do, really no matter the scale of competition, to limit a team's offensive output that hard for 10 straight minutes of gameplay is pretty impressive stuff. Northwood have made a statement at the beginning of the season. And can only another Northwood team take them down? There are some other contenders out there. We're going to see a lot more of them in the future. We've got more matches for you coming up. We'll be back.
Hockey does take this one off the ceiling. Can he get back down to a dangerous situation here for Michigan? Here comes Pirates on the shot, left side. It will drop. 1-0 lead here.
Hockey made it awkward. And Pirates had an easy shot.
As much as you can ask for. 10 seconds, still opportunity for Michigan to grab field. The Pirates will put it away. Northwood, a good little passing play across the path. We'll put this game to bed.
Good closing pass right there, Clavin. He doesn't know if it's shot or pass. He knows. Playing more defense. Hockey working his way around Clavin. Takes the corner boost, got the shot off, and that was interesting. Hockey took the corner for himself, and Buddy paid dividends.
Yeah, he just found a tiny hole in the defense here. Awkward challenge from Clavin. He's using the undercarriage of his car to kind of...
More than that, they got to get down the pitch. Playing the diddle again. 150 against Hockey, and Hockey wins 2 massive ones. Flex your guns! 2-0.
What do you got to say for this one? I mean, bang, quality challenge. And he just kept going. He didn't even land into that second one, but it was just taken so poorly there. In the same direction it has momentum in. Northwood up 2-0, almost 3-0 here. Surely another one will drop. Hockey will put it away. And Northwood in the end will come out on top. But Jorby, you're talking about this one much, much closer for Michigan.
Yeah, and you know, when I look at Michigan against Northwood, time to think. Flamadiddle on the 50. Pirates wants to clear out. He's going to get it. Quap in a tough spot, but he made the grab. He's got to do it again because here comes the shot, and Buddy punishes.
What can you do if you're Quap there? That was great effort
Um cara bem lá em
to try
cima.
and stop this one from going in, and unfortunate that it actually got the bounce down. Really, anything else was good for him there. If it came out
Like, okay, he's going to possess it. He's going to air dribble. Everybody just goes back. And they're like, I'm just going to play to receive and try to catch it. Look at that from Pirates. Pre-jumped it, nailed it. Take it home, clip it.
And, you know, I don't want to be overly critical of Michigan because I think Northwood is just, they're going to try
Nossa,
to
esse
most
vídeo aqui comigo, ó. Eu acho que vai pegar os caras aqui pelas
trying to break
costas.
through here. Been held scoreless. You know, Dad said that he expects a lot of shutouts. Well, they're getting it. That's a great shot from Hockey. Even Clavin said nice shot to him. As a 4-0 scoreline opens up for Northwood.
I love that fake from Pirates. He hits the brakes right before he goes.
Focado em mim. Tá na vida, esse de baixo. Tem dois. Ai, segura. Vou disparar eles aqui na box. Tem um ainda aí. Matei. Quero saber onde fica esse outro. Ele tá em qualquer lugar. Ele tá aí pra cima, mas não tá. Ó. Você não tá nessa música, quer ver? Tem que atacar.
Tá lá no fundo lá.
Tá?
Do lado direito.
Onde que eu marquei? Pra cá.
Pra lá, tá indo lá pra cima. Parece as músicas.
Ah, tá. Boa. Direito. Cuidado. Ué, onde ele tá?
São dois.
Tem dois? Ah. Boa. O outro deve estar naquela moita ali. Tá. Ó, granada. Gás, voltou. Boa.
Não tenha um bom dia.